What's up YouTube, Heroicmaster here, bringing you guys my Blackwing deck profile. Sorry guys, I haven't been posting a lot. I've just been having some problems with my recording device, so I'm using a different one. Also, I've had schoolwork and some other work going on, but I'm here now bringing you guys Blackwing deck profile. I'm going to do a bit differently. I'm going to show you my extra deck first, then my deck. So, yep. I've decided to do something different with the channel as well. If you haven't seen how I've done the playlists, I've done them as monthly, so they're monthly playlists, but now I'm going to change them to seasonally. So you have a winter playlist, then a spring playlist, then the summer playlist, so that'll be changing, so there's going to be some changes, and hopefully I can just get a different recording device so I can record these videos. But, so for the deck, I'm going to start with the extra deck. Around 1 gram. Since he's level 5, you wouldn't need a level 5 normally. You'll only make him if you need an additional normal summon and you can't get out Nethung, which I run 3 of. Now Nethung's probably your best level 6 and only level 6 of the deck. These guys you need as targets for synchro monsters, so you can make your big plays that you need synchro monsters for. So these are your lower ones. So Grand Specials from hand when it is synchro summoned. Specials level 4 lower non-tuner Blackwing monster from your hand. And then Nethung burns for 800 and one face up so it burns for 800 and then it doesn't target a monster on the field, loses 800 attack and defense. It has to be face up though. This guy also gives you an additional normal summon, except that he only gives additional normal summons to Blackwing. So if you so for him, it's just, I'll go on the plays later. That's why I want to show the extra deck first. So then if I go onto the deck later and I start going off plays, you know what I have in the extra. So that's level 5s and 6s. For level 7s and the remaining of the other Blackwing synchros are on 1 Blackwing Armor Master, 1 Obsidian Hawkjaw. I'm actually thinking about bumping this guy up to 2 and cutting the Armor Master, because this guy actually helps your plays out so much with other cards. So Hawkjaw might be up at a 2. So if you want to run him at 2, cut the Armor Master. And if you want to run, or if you want to keep the Armor Master, you can cut Graham. Except I just run it as a synchro monster you can easily make. Then I run 2 Chidori. This guy's probably the boss monster of the deck. Basically, if you get him out first turn using 2 monsters, he automatically goes up to 3,200 attack, automatically on the board. And it's not an effect, it's his effect that does it, but it doesn't activate. So his effect doesn't activate to make him gain more attack. It's passive, so they can't negate. So if they make it so he hits the field and it gains attack, they can't negate that effect to gain attack, unless they've Veiled it or something. But it's not an activating effect, so they can't activate anything in response unless it's a breakthrough skill or something. So I would bump this up to 3 because it is just so good. Also, if you've got Hawkjaw in the grave and they destroy this and you get its effect, special summon out the Hawkjaw, and the next turn you get a Hawkjaw effect to special out the Chidori. And then by then you could probably make another one. So that's why I want to run this guy at 2. So he's got so let me just, I'm a bit shaky because it's like 5 degrees, so it's just freezing where I am. So if I sound a bit shaky, it's because it's like 5 degrees. So I want to bump this guy up to 2, might cut that a gram, and I want to bump this guy up to 3. So again, cut Armor Master a gram, just because he's so good. And then your main board clear is Rikiri. So if this card's synchro summon using a Blackwing, it is treated as a tuner monster, so it's always treated as a tuner monster while on the field. So you can't synchro with it unless you use like Chris or something, but there's no point. And then once per turn, target cards your opponent controls up to the number of other Blackwing monsters you control. So if this is the only card you control, you can't activate the effect. If you control this in Chidori or another Blackwing, you can pop 1 card on the field. So it does target, so it's pretty much a better version of Twin Twisters or MST, because it can pop multiple, more than 2 or 1. It also pops monsters, so that's why I run it at 2, not 3. I don't run it at 3 because you don't need it as much. So that's it for the Blackwing monsters. Now for non-Blackwings, are on the only level 7 non-Blackwing, which is Clearwing. You probably make him, if you're really desperate up against Cosmos, you'll play this instead of anything else. But you won't make this guy all the time. If you like using him, then obviously you want to make him, but I don't make him normally. But for level 8s, I run 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Go-Yo King, and 1 Starlight. The Crystal Wing, takes out monsters, gains attack, runs over big guys. Starlight, destroys every special summon monster on the field. So if basically it's easy for the deck to basically just spam out a heap of monsters and pop them. Your opponent takes 1,500 or 2,000, and that's not even including theirs. And then I just threw the Go-Yo King in there because I like his effect. So let me just get a zoom in on it. I'm not sure if you can actually read that. Sorry, hang on. Alright. When this card declares an attack on an opponent's monster, this card gains... There we go. This card gains 400 attack for each Earth Warrior Synchro monster you control. Until the end of the damage step. So basically, since he's an Earth Warrior Synchro, he already goes up to 3-2 when he attacks, so he can attack over a ship. Then, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, activate one of these effects. Special summon that monster to your side of the field, or take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls. So it doesn't target, it just takes control of it. Let's just see if I can just resume. There we go. So it just takes control of that monster. You're up against Cosmos, right? Attack over a ship, use effect, take control of another ship, and then synchro with that ship. Since it's not getting destroyed, it goes to the graveyard. They can't tap out. You attack into a monster. You activate an effect they can't special summon. Like if you put a Vanities in here and for some reason, activate Vanities, attack over one of the ships. You then can take control of their farm girl, take control of the Dark Lady, take control of all their pilots, so they can't tap out. So then you've got Synchro Forwarder, so then you can synchro with those monsters. So Go-Yo King is a good addition to the deck that I find useful. Obviously, I haven't tested it at a tournament or anything. I've just tested it against my friends. I haven't actually made these two. The only one I've made was Starlight. That's because they were always special summoning on me. So I just hit the board and then blow up the board. And then tack over for another 3k. And then for the last monster on 1 Trish, because it's easy to get 1 Trish on the board. So that's it for the extra deck. Now for monsters, I run the 3 Chris, because it's Chris, the highest attack of all Blackwings you can normal summon in the deck. So you get all your searches off. So if you normal summon this, you can get any search off when using Black Whirlwind. Also, it specials itself, except you can only special summon 1 Chris per turn. Also, once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by spell trap effects. That's even on your opponent's turn. Regeki can't use that. The effect can't be destroyed by spell traps once per turn. So he's pretty good. If you don't synchro with him right away, you can just stall on him for a little bit. Then I run 3 Borer. Special this, if it hits the board and you don't use it, it does piercing. So it's good just to spam. Also, if you don't draw into a Chris, you can just normal summon this with Black Whirlwind and get a search off. And for the last 3 I run of is 3 Kalut, because you need Kalut. Basically just drop this when a Blackwing monster attacks or is attacked, and it boosts, and it's kind of like an Honest, except it doesn't gain that monster's attack, it just gains 1,400 attack. So basically, let's just say if you have the Chidori in the field, right? Let's just say you've got 4 Blackwings engraved. So it'd gain 1,200, putting it on 3-8. Right? Attack, drop a Kalut, it gains the 1-4, plus there's another Blackwing monster in your graveyard, boosting up by another 300. So if you've got this on the board and attack and use Kalut, it won't gain 14, it'll gain 17, putting it up at over 5,500, putting it right there. So just by dropping a Kalute on a Chidori, it'll gain 17, not 14. But if you, but it doesn't work on any other Blackwing. It gains the 14, not 17 on any other Blackwings. Chidori is the only exception to the rule, because this becomes a Blackwing engrave, putting Chidori up to another 300. So that's why I run the 3 Kalute, because if you attack directly with a Chidori, and they'd be gained by, like, let's just say they got 1,600 life points, if you would attack, they'd have 1,600, drop this, of course they'd be on 200, but effective Chidori, it gained another 300, putting it again. So Kalute does end games, in theory. For 2 Orcs, I run 2 Blizzard, because 3 is cloggy and you can't special summon it. But it does special summon level 4 all Blackwing monsters from your graveyard. It doesn't negate the effects, it just puts them in defense. So it's great for Nithung players, right? So you're gonna, let's just say you've got 1 Nithung on the board, right? And you summoned it this turn. You get extra normal summon, effect, special, synchro, make another Nithung. Oh no, 2 level 6s. So you'll throw your opponent off, because sometimes Blackwings do incorporate level ranks or XZs into the deck, but mine doesn't. Then I run 2 Pinaki, gets your searches off, but 3 just clogs. I have tried it at 3 and it did work, but I found I drew into this way too much. I only want to see it when I need to search, and you only want to search this off a Black Whirlwind, or you want to draw it and normal summon it. And then you still get a search off. So either way, you can just make this. So if you make this with the Black Whirlwind, you get, so normal summon this with Black Whirlwind, effect off of Black Whirlwind, you get a search off for Harmartin, right? Then you can special Harmartin and then synchro into either a Gram for a level 5, or you can use Harmartin for a level and make into a rank 8. And that's why I don't run many rank 8s, because these 2 need synchro monsters, whereas this one just needs to get up to a level 8. So I only run the synchro needing synchros because, well, they're more powerful and you can always synchro summon. Oh, it's cold here. Anyway, 2 Gale. So Gale, yeah, I'll special summon it. You can't, so basically if you've already got one of these on the board, you can't summon another one unless you normal summon this. So if you special this, normal this, then that's fine. And then you can use its effect once per turn, targets and halves the attack and defense of 1 monster your opponent controls. So if they got Dante, right, on 25, halved attack goes to 1250, this can run over it because it's on 13. So this can take out Dante. This can take, well, it can't take out Beatrice, but it can if it's an attack. This, basically, it gets over a lot of things. Also, it's a level 3 spamming tuner. I mean, you need that. I'm also trying out this card. I'm running 2 Kunai the Drizzle, because this card I found is insane. Basically, if you've got a Nithung on the field, and it's the only monster you have, right? And you've already normal summoned for the turn, you got this card and this in your hand, right? So you got this in the field, these 2 cards in hand. Use effect, extra normal, tribute it, special this, use its effect, change its level. This becomes a tuner, and then you can just synchro. So these 2 cards automatically Crystal Wing. There you go, Crystal Wing. Go-Yo King. So these cards can, well, sorry, I shouldn't say those cards. These 2 can make your boards, well, more established. They can get better synchros on the board. They can get more Blackwings in the grave if you can get a Chidori in the field using its effect. So it does help a lot. Then I run 2 Shura. People are running Pendulums now, so its effect becomes useless against Pendulums, but if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, special Blackwing monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck, except its effects negated. But it is a level 4, and you can basically you can just dump this somehow. So if you just not set this and just passed, they destroyed it. You summon Blizzard, you can special this and then make it a thumb. So this does help for Synchro Forder. And I do it just in case I come up against Cosmos, and I can just lower a ship's attack by so much, I can attack over with this. Then I get a search off, because it goes to grave and then the ship banishes itself. So I still get a search. They're on 2 Hamartin, so I'm taking this card in as well, because this card helps amazingly. So basically, let's go back to the Pinaki play. Pinaki play, right? Normal list, special list. You can either not use a defect. If you do, synchro into a Scarlight. If you don't, synchro into a Gram. Gram's effect, special, a level 4, or Blackwing monster from your hand. So this does help immensely. So basically, hang on, I think Gram just says level 4. Yeah, level 4 non-tuner. So Gram specials are non-tuner, so be careful. So you can't special a tuner and then synchro with Gram. Unfortunately. So this does help. With level moderation, just special summoning itself, it's just all good. It does clog it too. It does, yeah. It does clog at 3. Then for one-offs, I want run 1 decay, because again, level moderation. So it can change itself. 1 Zephyrus, because special itself from grave after a synchro summon, so you can synchro again. 1 Gladius, because it's a level 3 tuner, that level 3 monster that specials itself. So if you got Pinaki on the board, special this, and then synchro. Or you can just special this, pass turn, draw, they attack into this, can't be destroyed by battle or spell effect, battle once per turn, and then they attack Pinaki, you get a search. So either way, they have to attack this twice, or they attack into Pinaki and you get a search off. So, I'm wondering which one they're going to attack. And then 1 Orochi, because this card can turn the Thungs into Chidoris. So that's it for monsters. There's a really big monster count. Can't do that really well. But there's a really big monster account, because you need every monster to synchro summon into. I was testing out 4 Strix, but it just didn't work. Then I run 3 Black Whirlwind, because you need all the search power you can get. I mean, sure, yeah, you get a special summon. When you destroy an opponent's monster by balance, send it to the graveyard. Get a search off. Special from grave. Special from hand. Except you need your searches off to get those plays. So if you normal summon Blizzard, activate its effect, then you get to activate Black Whirlwind. So Black Whirlwind chains to the summon. Then that would, so this would search for Orochi, right? And then, so we'll go on to another player that we did before. So Black Whirlwind, search that. Then effect of that, special Chris from grave. Synchro into Nathal. Special Orochi, synchro into Chidori. So you do get quite a few plays off just by Black Whirlwind if you find the right card at the right time. So you do have to search out the right card. I run 2 Lure of Darkness, because every card in the deck is dark. See if we can just... Nah, it's not working. Oh, so 2 Lure of Darkness, because every card in your hand will be dark, and then you can just draw. Or if you want to take a shot in the dark and just no cards in hand, draw into a Lure of Darkness, draw 2 cards. Yay, you draw a tuner monster and a non-tuner, banish the non-tuner. Or if you have Black Whirlwind on the field, banish the tuner. I run 2 MST. I was trialing out Twin Twister. It did help for some plays, but it ditched monsters. Like, you'd either have to ditch monsters and then have to get them back out with Blizzard or something. Or you had to ditch spell cards, which next turn it turns out you needed, but MST is a little bit better. Because, well, you can use it. Soul Charge. Oh my god, this card is amazing. Basically, what I did before was, I've made it so I had Chidori, this on the Chidori, Hawk Joe, and a Spare Thung on the field. And I had tuners in the graveyard, eh? He torrentialed my board, so it's like, oh shit. Sorry for my swearing. Effect of Chidori. Specials this out. Effect of Hawkjoe. Let's special out Chidori. Then Soul Charge. So basically just Soul Charge all your monsters out. And then you Synchro a few more times into maybe Crystal Wing. Synchro into Rikiri. Get rid of back row. Oh, no, Rikiri. So if you special summoned back, you know, Chris and Gale. So there you go. Synchro into Rikiri. Pop 2 more back row so you can get over it. So Soul Charge helps so much in the deck. It just pulls its weight. Just some decks obviously don't need Soul Charge, but at times if you don't have Soul Charge, you will lose. So Soul Charge must have. And I run the Swallow's Nest because you have this set and you summon out. Let's just say you summon out a Bora, right? You summon Bora. They bottomless Bora. Chain Swallow's Nest. You get rid of that target, shuffle it back, tribute it, because it's still in the fields. Tribute it, special out a Chris from deck. Bottomless was targeting that, but since it was tributed before our effect resolved, then it doesn't get banished, and you get Chris on the board. So, Swallow's Nest does help quite a bit. Trap cards. 6. The 3 Icarus attack. This card pisses on Ghost Tricks. So does the Soul Charge. But I was versing my friend with this, and he was like, "Oh, I set 2 cards. Search. Set another card. End. I draw. Normal. Special. 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 Set one of these. Synchro into 2 monsters. And since I had 2 non-shooters, I was like, oh crap. End. He draws. Sets a monster. Icarus attack. Triggered off. Destroy 2 cards. And it was 2 Ghost Trick Knight. So this just gets rid of back row hate. This is just back row hate. So this is your Twin Twister of the deck. This is why I don't run Twin Twister, because this is a Twin Twister for winged beasts. Also gets rid of, like, you know, dead winged beasts. Then I run the 2 Black Sonic and 1 Delta Crow. Black Sonic, banish all their attack position monsters. Oh, I can't do anything. Then Delta Crow destroys all their face down spell trap cards. Oh, goodbye Demise decks. It's like, oh my god. So basically, what I was doing on Dev Pro once was I had these 2 set, and I was up against, well, it was 2 times. I was up against, one was Raid Raptors and another one was a Demise deck. Demise Boojins, I think it was. So the Raid Raptor player got out his cards, so he went up to Revolution Falcon and 2 more cards, but he couldn't go up into the Ultimate or the Satellite. Attacks into one of my monsters. Black Sonic banishes them all. Oh my god. Oh no. Demise deck. They set a heap of monsters. I control Blackwing. Activate. Heap of back row. Activate. Oh my god, it destroys all their set cards. So there goes all their help. So these just basically bomb quite a bit. They're just pretty good. Also, this gets around the Magic Spectres, since it banishes them and doesn't destroy or target. So this gets around Magic Spectres really well. That's it for the deck profile, guys. I don't have a side deck for the deck because it's my Blackwings. I have a side deck for everything else except for Blackwings. So, hope you enjoyed the deck profile. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, watch some previous videos, like this video. Don't forget to check out my friends Jack of Luck and Shadowflame. We're all part of the same group, which is the Mild Entertainment. So we are all part of Mild Entertainment, so that's something that's changed. I think we are going to put up our whole, so we're going to make a Mild Entertainment page, so we put up different things on that one, except I mainly focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. And then Jack of Luck and Shadowflame focus on Yu-Gi-Oh! And like gaming stuff, so check out their channels for stuff. But yeah, follow us, subscribe to us, and that's Heroic Master signing out. I hope you found this video mildly entertaining.